Howdy, everybody. Dr. Dal here. Today's topic that we're all going to be talking about is depression, and it's a worldwide issue that's all around. Like we're living in hard times, and the suicide rate is going up. So I felt like I definitely need to do a video on depression and see if I can't help a few people along the way and give them some encouragement in hard times. And I just found it really fascinating in this one article that I was reading that depression is so bad up to date right here, right now, that it's actually worse than after World War II, like long time ago. And yeah, so well, let's get it, guys. Let's take care of this and let's talk about depression. All right, y'all, let's tackle this depression thing and let's just squash it. I've been through it a million different times and nobody understood me. So that's probably the biggest thing for you is you want people to understand what you're going through. But the sad reality of the matter is that nobody's going to understand it unless they've gone through it. Bottom line, you could try to explain to people, but most people, they look at it and perceive depression as like a personal choice. Like you woke up one day and you said, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna be depressed. I'm gonna eat lots of donuts and hot dogs and chili and cheese, and I'm gonna pick my nose, and I'm gonna be a little crybaby, and I'm gonna go put my head on a pillow, and I'm gonna watch One Tree Hill reruns. Oh wait, that's me. Sorry. Or whatever your preference is, right? But so you get in these different kinds of routines that you do daily, um, and you try to avoid basically thinking about whatever it is that has got you down, that, got you all depressed. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? And you try to distract yourself in any way, shape, or form that you possibly can. And the reason for that is because when you're not thinking about anything at all, that's when you start thinking about what's really got you down and got you all depressed and got you in a funk, right? So, but anyways, I got a depression quote that could probably explain this better than I can. Here it is. See, guys, depression is really a crazy thing. A lot of people think it's all about crying and poor me, feel sorry for me. My life's horrible. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to weep and shed tears all day long and feel sorry for myself. And that's not the case. See, depression is more entailed than that. In some cases, in some instances, that's a part of it. But mainly, most people that are depressed, they want to numb it. They don't want to accept it as reality. They want to pretend it's not the reality. So they go in different phases and they try to zone it out in any way, shape, or form that they possibly can. And let's be honest, folks, can you blame them? A lot of people, I don't care who you are, um, I think pretty much every American in the world has gone through this at one time or another where something hit them really hard, whether it was a breakup. There's so many different things that could happen. You could lose your son, your daughter, lose your mom, you lose your dad, lose your grandma, lose your grandpa. Any kind of like really close relationship um, that was a part of you that's not a part of you now, and tragic things that happen. Um, it's just hard to get over it. For some people, it's just really hard to get over things, and other people, some people are just really, really strong, and anything can hit them like a ton of bricks, and you never bend or tweak who they are. But mental health is a serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing that requires extensive counseling in order to treat it, to make it better, or to ease the symptoms of depression, or whatever you're going through, basically. But But yeah, it's definitely rough stuff, and it's like I said. I mean, it's one of those things that you definitely have to go through it to understand it, or otherwise you're not going to understand it. So if you see somebody um, that you know going through some hard times and they're really really depressed, they're clearly obviously depressed individual or whatever, cut them a break. I mean, especially if you haven't gone through it. Um, because it's just a really horrible, bad thing. And, um, some people just never recover from it. But then there's other people that, if you just keep on the counseling, I don't believe medication is a good thing. I think medication in this instance, I think medication makes everything worse and it makes it badder. And, you know, it makes you nuttier than you already got. Like, like I said, every case is different, but some medication, I mean, it's just you go from having a depression problem, right, to now you have a medication problem. So, I mean, if you could do it without medication, that'd probably um, be the best route. But I mean, if your depression is so bad that you see no other way but medication, I suppose it would be okay um, on a short term basis, but just make sure it's a very short term process because you don't want to end up with a pill addiction when you already have a depression issue. So, but yeah, man, I mean, depression is just horrible stuff. And like I said, I mean, if you're going through it, um, you need to, buddy up with your besties, buddy up with your family, build that support system, and make sure it's available for you to use so you can gain strength from that eventually and kind of get over the depression and move on with your life and be stronger. So, anyways, guys, I got something I want you to check out real quick. Here it is. So, yeah, guys. So, basically, right there, everybody's got their own different ways of dealing with depression. I would like doing drugs and drinking alcohol is definitely not going to cure your problem or make it better. It's going to make it worse. So, I suggest that for all of you that are going through depression, uh, I ask that you guys don't do that route and go that route because it's going to make it horribly bad for you, horribly worse for you guys. I promise you. Um, and also, I want to throw in there that suicide is at an all-time high, and suicide and depression, they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, the depression is what motivates the person to commit suicide because somebody who's depressed, they're thinking, nobody cares about me, nobody loves me. But I'm Dr. Dal, and I'm here to tell you today that people do love you and they do care about you, and your whole family cares about you. You have friends that care about you. And if you have children that care about you. Those voices that are going inside your head right now, telling you that nobody cares, that nobody gives a crap about you, it's lying. Those voices in your head are lying. And you need to identify that as soon as possible, like right away. And then that's when you're truly going to make some progress moving forward. And then with counseling, of course. And then, like I said, a support system, besties, best friends, family. That's the only way you're going to get through it. Sometimes, when you're initially first going through the depression, you need a week or two to just have you an assessment time, but never let it go past that. And then work out a game plan to, like I said, get your family involved, mental health counselors involved, do whatever you got to do to become the best version of you again. Because, it's like a redo process. Once you go through depression, you'll basically, you'll never be the same person again. You'll be stronger. And remember that. You know, it's going to feel like you got beat down to the ground, because you basically did. I mean, you did. I know I got beat down to the ground like a billion different times, and throughout the process of the whole depression gig, and it's horrible. But the biggest, most important thing is, once you've got beat down, you get up. You stand up like a man, and you stand up like a woman, and you say, hey, you know what, life? I'm going to tackle you to the ground. You're not going to win. You're not going to get the best of me. And I'm going to have great life. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be successful. And you know what? People do love and care about me. And life one day is going to be great again. I guarantee it. So, hey, everybody. So there's a lot of people that love and care about you. Never forget that. Always know that. No matter how bad off you get going through the depression thing, you know what I want you guys to do for me? I want you to grab depression by its freaking throat, right? And I want you to kick its ass. Can you all do that for me? All right. You guys rock. You guys got this. I mean, you have a long, long life ahead of all y'all. And you're going to do great things. Wonderful things, great things. Keep your chin up and smile. I got faith in you. This is Dr. Dow signing out. I'll catch y'all in the next video.